Most people buy milk at least once a week, but how often do you really think about what goes into producing the milk you are drinking? There is now a hormone that mimics the cow's natural growth hormones called rBST, or recombinant bovine somatotropin, also known as recombinant bovine growth hormone. This is used to cause the cows to produce a greater yield of milk at each milking. There is much controversy over the injection of this hormone into cows due to the belief that by much of the population that it is unhealthy simply because it is unnatural. Those against the use of rBST growth hormone say that this causes cancers due to high insulin-like growth factor, or IGF-1, amounts. They argue that it has lower nutritional value, and they say that it is dangerous, containing antibiotics. These are false claims stated in blogs and are not supported by actual evidence. The arguments against rBST are entirely false and contain no truth. The use of this hormone in dairy cows has been greatly studied by scientists before it was ever allowed for sale to the consumers. Insulin-like growth factor, or IGF-1, is not a threat to humans when consuming milk. The milk already contains low levels of IGF-1, but even so, the IGF-1 is broken down through the process of pasteurization that milk goes through before it is sold to the consumer. Another thing is that while there is no reason why it should be able to pass through this process, if somehow it got into the human body, there are no effects on the person because it cannot bind to the human growth hormone receptors. The milk produced by rBST-treated cows is nutritionally identical to that produced by cows not treated with rBST. It is also required by law that the milk is tested for antibiotics before entering the food system, and those found to be positive are rejected. So you can see that the arguments made against the use of rBST are posted by those naive to how the hormone works, and should do some research on the topic before making false claims and scaring the public into believing that rBST is somehow dangerous. The truth is that rBST can be extremely beneficial to both the consumers and dairy producers. Its use means a lot to the sustainability of the environment. More cows would mean more feed needed, as well as more methane and waste produced. If the rBST hormone is used to increase milk production amount, then there would be more room on farms and more milk produced. Smaller farms would be needed and larger amounts of milk would still be produced. Another reason why rBST should be used is that it can prevent the removal of cows due to reproductive failure, aka the culling of cows. This would mean that less replacement heifers are needed to be kept on the farm and would therefore lower the cost for the dairy farmer as well as the consumers. In conclusion, the benefits of using rBST are substantial. There is no reason to believe that milk produced by rBST-treated milk is different from regularly produced milk or that it is harmful to human health.